What's going on?
Boy ShantiDaGOAT, also known as Mr. Brat. Today I'm here with
Jared Gamo.
Simba.
Belly.
And today we're gonna be eating with Ellen.
Hello, I be down in Florida. Catch my ex, her flow bitter. I just did my toes, nigga. Better check my flow. Hey, I be down in Florida. Test my ex, her flow. Okay, I just did my toes. Yeah, better check my flow.
Hey, so what's the cereal for today?
Well, today's International Women's Day, so we wanted to go with something more tied to the women directly. So we got the So Berry Cheerios or Very Berry.
Where you find this?
Very Berry.
Where did you find so? Okay.
So today we'll be eating cereal with Ellen today in honor of International Women's Day. You know, y'all can take the box. I pour my milk first. You can eat that.
Hey, y'all trying to taste it at the same time, or we just gonna
You
do
eat
it?
that?
Oh my bad.
Yeah, sure. Hey, every video I'm gonna eat cereal out of something different. So y'all comment below like what y'all want me to eat cereal out of, because the bowl is too basic.
Can I make the first suggestion?
Yeah, you can, bro.
A hat.
Okay.
I've never seen somebody
I will see
eat
y'all next
cereal
time with a hat.
out of a hat.
A hat? There's no snake in my hat.
Cat in the hat. Yeah, there's plenty of milk, bro. You want some of mine?
Shanti, you don't have no milk, bro.
Oh, you mean this? I was saving this. My fault, bro. For myself.
Bro.
Just some like.
Let me see what Ellen got for us. Let me see what Ellen got for us.
Not
I feel like
bad.
these are bust.
Cause ain't no Sour Patch, I'll tell you that, boy. No ain't Sour Patch, I'll tell you
Damn.
that.
Boom. Ellen,
You might just did something.
you have done it again, the woman.
Hey, hit him with this. Oh,
Good.
muy bien.
Now we can enjoy the cereal while we talk about gender equality.
It'll never get worse than Sour Patch Kids.
I promise you.
Never.
Well, let's not say that. Let's not say that.
It'll get better before it gets worse. Too, though.
True.
Now, it's actually really good to see Ellen on the box. Like,
True.
I know, like, we come from a time where, like, that would have never happened before.
Honest question though. I know like last year we had a month dedicated to like Women's Appreciation Month from March, but like, did y'all know that it was an actual International Women's Day?
Did I know?
I knew
Not really.
I knew because of Twitter. But I don't think that's like, we don't publicize it as much as we should. But it's also the same way that we don't give women like the appreciation they deserve as we should. Like on some real.
And do you feel like that comes from gender equality, or just simply, you know, we just don't? I personally think it's gender equality, if you have to be honest with me.
You think we don't appreciate women as much as we appreciate men?
Yes, we definitely don't appreciate women as much as we should.
All right, what is y'all definition? Just to take it back a little bit. What's your definition of gender equality? I'll give an example. You don't have to give an actual definition, but like
My biggest thing with a lot of people when it comes to equality is that people want equality. I apologize. People want equality when it comes to the pros and not the cons.
and that's what I was gonna bring.
And that's a very major thing. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that that's how any race is or any group of people. But I feel like in the sense of looking at and asking for equality, you have to look at it on like a whole spectrum of like both the pros and the cons.
Well, if that's the case,
I'm keeping that in there too. Got it?
Yeah.
Joe was hungry, man.
But easily.
You saw how fast did you grab that milk?
This is breakfast. This is definitely breakfast.
I believe in women's equity. And equity to me equates to justice. Right? So I don't believe, like, I know some people be like, well, women want to be equal with us. If a woman hits a man, he should be able to hit her back. Like, no, I don't. Let's.
I will disagree with that.
Me too.
And we'll go down the line.
Because I think true equality is being completely like. Well, that's my opinion.
Everything 50.
Yeah.
The good and the bad.
Y'all
Like,
using the term equality, I'm using the term equity.
Oh.
explain what you mean by equity.
I'm not talking about like the physical between men and women.
But I feel like, cause I have like I've experienced something close to that when it comes to I guess equality or equity. I worked in like the food industry. I guess I won't say where, but I know it was a situation where my manager. All right, so I was a rover at this place, and there's servers obviously, right? So there's a male server and a female server. So how this works when you're a server, you don't go home until your last table really checks out.
Yeah.
And like when they cash out, then you leave after your last table. And it was Thanksgiving. No. It was Christmas Eve. And I remember this girl, she was, asking my manager, hey, my last table has been gone for 30 minutes now, like, can I get cut? Can I go home? Well, I noticed how my GM would exercise his power over her when it, like, in terms of going home. Like, he would hold a female server longer than he would a male. But on the flip side, on a good night when they're making good money, tips, everybody's tipping out, he would also then hold the females longer than the males. But it's in two different scenarios. It could either be seen as good or bad.
I see where you're coming from. But the biggest thing I think you said right there is that he understands like how important the woman is to his business. So he's kind of using her.
I was thinking that too.
He's kind of using her in a sense.
I was thinking that too.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he knows that she's gonna bring in more money.
Okay.
But
at the same time,
So then
that's still not fair. That's still not fair for her.
It's not fair at all. But he's the same thing. Let's say you had a good server that was a man, right? Who could really start a conversation. He was a good server, and he was holding that man over hours for no reason. That's just as bad.
Time out though. Sure. Two things. The first thing though, it can be seen as bad for her, but keep in mind she's a server, so she's taking all that money home with her at the end of the night. That's the first thing.
I think there's a law in Florida that the company gets a percentage of the tips.
Do they? Well, I'm not. See, good thing I didn't say what company this was. She's taking all the money home, right? First thing. The second thing.
Are they cash tips or credit tips?
Cash tips.
Does she pay taxes? I'm joking.
Did you need a tax return?
Lawyer voice. So look, but let me finish. And then the second point that I was gonna make is that the guy, on the other hand, you said he's a great server, but visually, before guests even sit down, you get what I'm saying? They're gonna want that female that over the guy. No matter, he could be the best server in the world, but if the female's more attractive, she's automatically getting more business.
What are you arguing here?
So what I'm arguing is the equality in that situation. So yeah, easy. Don't kill it yet. So the argument on the table is for gender equality. Is it a good or a bad thing that she's getting held after?
I don't think that's a gender equality question. I think that's more of a
double standards.
Question.
And that was a question. It's funny because that was actually the question I'm about to ask.
Go ahead.
Then we'll look at it at a new perspective.
Well, real quick, put in the comments below what you guys think your definition of gender equality is. I'm curious to see. What's your definition of gender equality? My
question is then, why do we condone something for one gender and not the other? I don't know if anybody wants to answer why we could. In a sense,
it's good, guys. It's
good. Yeah, this is good.
We just ate a box.
Well, Ellen, appreciate you.
Ellen, shout out to Ellen, boy.
50-50. Go
Bet.
Go ahead, bro.
No, double standards though. Like, why as people do we kind of condone double standards?
And what do you mean? Why do we condone double standards? In what way?
I guess it's the way you were raised.
You think it's a culture thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a culture thing, I think.
Is it a culture thing that we need to break out of?
Give an example of a big double standard.
Oh, in Haitian culture, yeah, Gerald can tell you like, it's real easy for a Haitian man to just be like, hey mom, hey dad, I'm leaving, going out with my friends. A Haitian girl wants to go with her friends.
She's not going nowhere.
What?
Nowhere.
I'll drop you off. I'll pick you up.
Well, but do you guys think with the increase of like girl kidnapping and like sexual assault that parents have the right to be that protected? I'm not condoning whether it's right or wrong. I'm not a parent.
No, they have the right to be that protected. But at the same time, these numbers, men and boys are being kidnapped and all that
at the same rate.
No, not. Depends on the place. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because I know in places like Nigeria and Haiti and whatnot, the girls are not really like here in America. Like girls have just about an equal platform as guys. No, I didn't say. Hold on, hear me out. I didn't say completely equal. You have a better chance of speaking out here than in Nigeria or Haiti as a woman.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You have a better chance of speaking out, but do you have a better chance of being heard?
Yes, and compared to Nigeria and Haiti.
Here's the thing. If I'm speaking out, right, If I'm speaking out, but my voice is never being heard, what's the difference as if I never even spoke?
No, you're different.
But I wouldn't say all girls.
Women have a platform to be heard in America.
What about Shaq?
A bigger
Shaq?
platform.
What about? Pass the box. You see this?
This is Ellen.
You're not seeing this in Nigeria.
Yeah, ever.
You're not seeing this in Haiti at all.
I thought y'all had nothing to eat.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you're not seeing that. We have nothing to eat. No boxes, no cereal. But let me stop. Shout out to Nigeria. I feel like I'll get a lot of Nigerian followers bashing my name. But nonetheless, like you won't, huh?
You speak Yoruba?
No, sadly not. Like you won't see something like this in Nigeria or Haiti. And even though it's like, maybe one or two, it's still a platform nonetheless.
The fuck?
You gonna finish that?
But even now, well, I think it's weird because I
How
kind
many
of
bowls of cereal do we eat each? I'm sorry.
I had 2.
2.5.
I don't know.
I think I had 2.5.
I think it's 2 or 3. I don't know. Sorry, but what were you saying?
Nonetheless, it's weird. Like I kind of see. It's sad that I don't really necessarily condone double standards, but I can definitely see like what the purpose of double standards, like why it's praised.
You remember like back in the day when Michael Jackson used to perform, people used to pass out. Michelle Obama said she's coming to your city for a rally, and you'll see the influx of women who have aspirations of either being a lawyer, a politician, or a teacher. Successful in general on any aspect, coming out and saying, Michelle Obama is someone I want to be like. And it's so powerful. Think about this. Think about how much influence and power Cardi B has on the new generation too. Right?
The city girls even.
City Girls.
It's crazy.
I'll say Cardi B first because I think City Girls hasn't spoke out on social issues yet, right? Which is something that I think, like that's a different talk for a different day. But when we think about Cardi B is more than just a rapper. She's more than her past. She's also someone who looks at the future, and whether you agree with the way that she does it or not, she's someone that takes her platform and speaks out about why you shouldn't condone women for doing things. Why the ability for anyone to become successful is not just a dream anymore, but it's a reality, right? Those are two, like her style and the way that she goes about things is so important. Think about all the women in STEM, right? I have a friend who interns for MasterCard, a woman who interns for MasterCard, right? A math major from a small school in Alabama, and literally goes out and speaks to children and inspires children and says, you can be anything you want to be, right? Because sometimes me as a man going to other little kids and saying to a little girl, you can be whatever you want to be, isn't as powerful as when a young woman goes to them and says, you can be anything you want to be. And I think that's one of the things that I think women in power provide that us men just don't. We can't provide the ability. I don't think that we have a strong enough ability to provide the inspiration to young women to tell them that they can be whatever they want to be.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. That's a good point.
Definitely. And I want to also make a big shout out to
that long ass sip after he dropped the gem.
I think when we talk about women that give back too, shout out to all the single moms.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the single moms who give everything.
Yeah.
Like they don't have much, but they give everything.
Yeah.
To see their kids succeed. Like, let's think about it. Just in Florida, like I know Ashanti, like you said you're single. Mm-hmm. Your mom was single.
Yep, I'm a single mom.
Thank you. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you.
Here's a card.
I do it again.
Milk.
What?
Yeah.
No, but like
It's almond milk.
like I'm thinking of like the first person that comes to mind is like LeBron James's mom, Gloria James. She sacrificed everything. Like LeBron always says that his mother sacrificed everything to see him play basketball.
Taught him how to dunk.
Taught him how to dunk, yeah.
That's wild. Like,
Really?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, like, his mom can
I
dunk.
didn't look dumb on camera. I was like,
This something like,
actually, and
hey, put it up, son. Hey, put it up, son.
good.
But
But
you know
I wonder.
the craziest thing is that, bro, women have the ability to dunk in ways that men can't. Like, yeah, we can put a ball
Wow,
in
that's
the
a
basket.
very.
We can put a ball in the basket as much as we can, but like
That's a cool way to put it.
Well, that's because I don't know if you guys know the saying, but like you could give a woman a seed and she'll give you back a child. She'll give, you know what I mean? Like no, that's
real.
No,
I've heard that.
Because
I've
like
heard that.
listen,
I have heard that.
That's a woman's gift.
I agree.
Like that's
a woman can multiply.
She'll multiply whatever you give her. If you give whatever you give her, she'll multiply.
I know we're not mad.
It's an actual thing. Yeah.
Well, losers. But
why I started yelling?
No, we could no. Y'all said no as if you was incorrect.
Yeah,
no, we're saying exactly like that.
But not even a city. That's how.
Why can't she?
She can.
Why can't she?
You right.
You get her a show, she'll give you cereal.
Exactly. One thing I'll say, and I want to kind of piggyback off of what you said. One thing that really hits me is like in the Bible it says, I think it says like no greater is a man than a man that would lay down his life for like his own. For his brothers.
I'll put the scripture.
Yeah, put the scripture. Hey, I'll put it up. No, I'll probably say it wrong.
You're quoting the satanic.
That's why I said just
thank you.
Let there be like something simple.
My apologies. No greater love.
It's no greater love than.
Whoa!
But you get it's no greater love. Hey, I'm gonna find it.
Lower your voice.
Yeah, shout out to all the church girls. Hey, shout out.
Lower your voice.
I need a church girl that go to church and read her Bible. Wait, never seen that video?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't think that's where I was going.
Okay, right here. So John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." And it's funny how
I'm talking about Jesus, but
no, and talking about Jesus, and I'm not trying to call women Jesus, but it's funny how like physically the Bible is talking about a man that will physically lay down his life, but like as a single mom, you technically lay down your life for your son. And I say that because like as a single mom, yeah, look, hear me out. Look, hear me out.
This guy can sell anything.
No, hear me out.
He can sell anything.
I say that because as a single mom, you have to give everything up. Like as a single mom, you have to give everything up. It is what it is. You play both roles, not only as the mother and caregiver, but as the financial support, like and even emotional support. You're trying to help a man that you're trying to teach a boy how to be a man as a woman. Like you have to then now also like you feel me. Take your own knowledge and learn more.
I see where you're coming from, though.
Thank you, Mom, for being you and making a better me.
And for the cereal right here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rate this box. This is some Cheerios. I'm gonna give it like an 8.59.
Never mind. I'll wait.
I mean,
I loved it. It was good, and Ellen is on it.
Out of 10.
Oh, 10. 15 actually.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'd give it a 9. The only thing I didn't like about it is that there wasn't enough. Like it was really good.
That's just
It was really good.
you wasn't enough.
It was good. It was actually good.
It was really good cereal. Like we literally finished the whole bag. Marvel even ate the crumbs at the bottom. Yeah, this seems like suck them up. But anyways, I want you guys to comment below what your definition of gender equality is, what your definition of double standards, and you can put down your favorite woman of importance or woman of power in the comments below. Make sure y'all want to say anything.
Also, comment what you want me to be eating cereal in, and y'all, hey, definitely send us some merchandise, dog. We'll be down to promote.
I just want to see.
So your hat neck. Definitely send us some merchandise if you feel like you want to see your merchandise in our next vlog.
If you want to see him eat out of your merchandise,
I swear I will.
Like a hat.
I will legit make it work.
Shirt, I will make it work.
Yeah, and brand yourself.
Anyways, make sure to thumbs this video up, comment below, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. We out.
What's going on? It's your boy Shanti. Oh my bad.
also known as Mr.
Yes, sir.